What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another math puzzle. In this one, the question is as follows. Numbers 1 through 9 are to be placed in the following grid with each number being used only once. And then we got 3 clues. 4 numbers are in the correct columns, but incorrect squares. No numbers are in the correct rows. And clue number 2, 2 numbers are in the correct columns, but incorrect squares. 1 number is in the correct row, but incorrect square. Last but not least, no numbers are in the correct columns, and 5 numbers are in the correct rows, but incorrect squares. Hit that pause button and see if you can figure it out. When you're ready, hit play, and I'll give you the explanation. So what I've done here is I've written down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for every column as a possibility and for every row as a possibility. Now we're going to look at these clues and we're going to start to eliminate some of these possibilities. For example, right here it says no numbers are in the correct column. So what that means is 6 and 5 are not in column 1, so we can remove those. 9 and 8 are not in column 2, and 3 and 2 are not in column 3. Now, so I'm going to say, okay, boom, we've looked at this clue. Now, we've also got this one. No numbers are in the correct rows. So let's look at this. 3 and 4 can't be in row 1. 2 and 5 can't be in row 2. And 9 can't be in row 3. So now we've got those clues all accounted for. Now let's look at this clue. It says 2 numbers are in the correct columns, but incorrect squares. So let's see what could be in the correct columns here, right? So 1 is still a possibility, so that could be right in column 1. 3 is still a possibility in column 3. That could be right. But look, 2 has been eliminated from column 2. So we know that this guy is the incorrect column, right? Because 2 has been eliminated. But that means that 1 and 3 have to be in these 2 columns, right? So we have 1 and we have 3 that have to exist in here, but they're in the incorrect squares. So we're not going to get 1 or 3 right here or right here. They're going to be somewhere in these 4 squares. So I'm just going to write 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3. Now let's look at this clue. It says 5 numbers are in the correct rows, but incorrect columns. So let's see if we can find the 1 number that's in the wrong row. Everything else then has to be correct. Now, if 2 right here is actually the one that's in the correct column up here, that would mean that this would be the incorrect row, because 2 up here potentially could be that 1 number in the correct row but incorrect square. So if we roll with that, that means 6, 9, 3, 5, and 8 are all in the correct rows. So that means we've got 6, 9, and 3 that are going to all be in here in some order. And again, they're in the incorrect square, so it's not going to be in that order. And then we've got 5 and 8 definitively down here. So now this means that if 6, 9, 3 is down here, 1 can't be here. So that means 1 has to be somewhere up here. And obviously 3 can't be up here either. Well, since we already put down that 1 has to be in the first column and 3 in the second, we now know that 1 has to be here and 3 has to be here. So now we place the first 2 numbers. Now we can revisit some of these other clues. So since it turns out that 3 ended up being the one in the wrong column, 4, 2, 5, and 9 are in the correct columns, okay? So that means 9 has to be in this column. We know that 4 and 2 have to be in this column, and 5 has to be over here. And also, since we know that 9 is here and 9 is in that row, 9 has got to be here, and that means 6 has got to be here. So now we've placed everything in the middle row. Since we also know that 5 has to be in this column and 5 has to be in this row, we can say that 5 has got to go there definitively. Now we've got 4 and 2 in this middle column. Since 4 can't be in this top row, 4 has got to be here, which means 2 has got to go there. Now we look over here, we said that 8 has to be in this bottom row, so the only spot left is right there. That leaves 1 odd man out, 1 number left. That is lucky 7. 7 goes there, and that's how you do it. Done. I hope you guys enjoyed this math puzzle, and if you did, please click that like button. If you want to see more math puzzles on the regular, make sure to click subscribe. Thank you guys so much for joining. We'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.